Hello everyone, welcome to Honara's Arts and Lifestyle channel. Today's video is going to be a continuation of my Ashtalakshmi videos, wherein I will be showing on how to do Dhanya Lakshmi Alankaram for a Vigraha which looks like this. Again, as I had told you, this is Bhuvaneshwari Vigraha, which is a Panchaloha, and it is 12 inches in height and weighs about 9 kgs, and it costed 20,550 rupees. So just in case if you want to buy the similar idol, then please get in touch with me on this number and we'll get back to you. So in this video, I'll not only be showing you on how to do an Alankaram for Dhanya Lakshmi like this, but I'll also be telling a very interesting story about Dhanya Lakshmi and why is that we need to worship her without fail. So please don't miss to watch this video till the end. Now, before showing the Alankaram for Dhanya Lakshmi, let me introduce who is Dhanya Lakshmi and why is that we need to worship her and how is that she looks, and after which I'm going to tell you a short story and then we'll go ahead with the Alankaram. Dhanya Lakshmi is the goddess of agricultural wealth. Dhanya means grains and Dhanya Lakshmi means that avatar of Lakshmi who is going to grant us with the grains and everything that we eat today. Dhanya Lakshmi is depicted as 8-armed goddess, and she will be carrying a paddy crop, a sugarcane plant and a gada in her right hands, and she will also be carrying 2 lotus and bananas in her left hands. Dhanya Lakshmi is also the principle of wealth that provides the ability to consume or to indulge. It is known that if a person possesses Dhanya Lakshmi, they will have the fortune to enjoy the worldly pleasures. As I said, Dhanya Lakshmi grants us the wealth of grains. It is believed that everything that is edible and is coming from earth's greenery is called as Dhanya Lakshmi. Giving respect to food is the main motto behind the story of her. Now that we have understood how Dhanya Lakshmi looks like and what are the different things she'll be holding in her hands, now let me tell you a short story about Dhanya Lakshmi. Dasharatha, the king of Ayodhya, had helped Indira, the lord of Devas in Swarga, in a battle fought against Sambasura. Indira invited Dasharatha to Swarga along with his wife Kaikeyi, who accompanied him in the battle. Both Dasharatha and Kaikeyi makes their arrangement for the visit. Vashishta, the guru of Dasharatha, asked them to postpone their trip as it was the harvest time and Lakshmi in the form of grains is about to reach the palace and the king has to pay his due respects and celebrate. But Dasharatha and Kaikeyi ignores his words and left the kingdom to reach Swarga. There they spent almost a year with full of joy, and they never tried to inquire about the country's situation even for a single time. Mother Earth gets angry as the king of Ayodhya ignored harvest and not even respected her. This resulted into famine and no monsoon. All living beings were dying due to scarcity of water and food. When Dasharatha returns to his kingdom, he was shocked and feels ashamed for his mistake and begs for a resolution to Guru. Vashishta says that only Rishi Shringar can save the country, as he has a boon from Varuna that wherever he stays, that place will be with plenty of water, food and prosperity. But the problem is, Rishi Shringar was raised by Vibandaka Rishi in a forest isolated from society. He never saw any girls or women and was not told of their existence. Even he never moves out of his father's ashram. So bringing him to the country was a problem. Listening to this, Shanta, the daughter of Dasharatha given by Romapada in adoption, decides to take up this task. Shanta was educated in Vedas, art and craft as well as warfare, and was considered very beautiful. Shanta fulfills the task by attracting Rishi Shringar with her beauty and love, which resulted into their love marriage. Then Rishi Shringar moves to Ayodhya along with his wife Shanta. Ayodhya once again returns into the kingdom of peace and prosperity due to the proper rainfall and harvest, as Rishi Shringar was staying in that place. This time, Dasharatha paid his due respects with utmost faith and even worshipped harvest yielding and celebrated with great splendor. Thus, goddess Lakshmi pleaded with his offerings, blessed the country with prosperity. From that day, Shankranti, the biggest harvest festival, is being celebrated to pay respects to cattle and crop. When the king Dasharatha performed a yagna, Putra Kameshti, to beget progeny, and Rama, Bharata and the twins Lakshmana and Shatrughna were born. Rishi Shringar was the chief priest who guided him in the procedure. So this completes the story about Dhanya Lakshmi. And why is that we worship Lakshmi during Shankranti festival. So I hope you all have liked this story. So let me now show you on how to do this Dhanya Lakshmi Alankaram. So for this Alankaram, this is the green color saree that I have taken. Okay, this is actually parrot green. It is showing a different green in the video. So over here what I have done, in the beginning I have put some pleats like this. I have put good number of pleats over here. Somewhere about 10 to 12 pleats, and the rest of the saree I have just pinned it like this from the pallu. Okay, as you can see, I've just pinned it by folding it like this. So let me show you on how to do this alankaram. So once you have taken the saree like this and put the pleats, turn it back side, okay, and make sure that you have considered the border over here. That is, don't end the pleats like this and put a pin. Make sure that the border comes again, okay, and it is flowing this side. So make sure that you make the border visible on both the sides like this and like this, okay. And once you take the saree, just bend it this way in the middle, okay, and then tie the saree to the waist of the idol. So now once you have done it, take the remaining part of the saree from the back side like this. And as you can see, there is a space between the leg for this idol. So I'm just going to make a turn over here. Many of you might be feeling like, I'm just showing the same type of a saree draping like what I showed earlier. But this is slightly different. And now take the saree from this corner in between our hands. Pull the saree tightly. Make the saree go around her waist one more time. And take the saree up Okay. So now what you can do is open this saree up over here. And you can cover her leg portion. So now please note that this feet which is there, this will be closed. Okay, I'm not going to make this feet visible because what I will be doing now is spreading these. So take these pleats from behind her legs in this way and start spreading it. So now the saree draping is completed, and over here I have put a waist belt already. Now it's time to put the jewelry. So I have actually done a mistake that I wanted to show you something on how I do it, but I had actually paused the video and it was not recorded. Okay, so that is why I am going to show you what I have done on my other Vigraha by doing it on her, okay, on Saraswati Vigraha. So what I did was, because Dhanya Lakshmi has got 8 hands, I have done some extra hands like this, okay. This is done by using clay, and I have also given these flexible wires over here. And I have also given these flexible wires over here so that it can be attached just like a clamp. So when this hand is going to hold a weapon, you know, it should not just fall down like this because of the weight. So that was the whole reason why this clamp was being given. Okay, so let me just show you on how I fix it and where to fix it. So take these 2 wires, and it is over here that you have to fix the hands, okay. And don't worry, these wires are not going to harm the Vigraha because they are very soft. See how easily I am able to bend it. I'll just leave in the link of the description on where to purchase this kind of wires. It's available on Amazon. And in my next video, I'll show you on how to make these kind of hands. Just in case if you're also interested, you can make it yourself. And you can do varieties of Alankaram by using these hands. So all you need to do is just fix it this way, and you will have to do this even before you drape the saree. I mean, basically you can drape the saree until the waist, but before you put the blouse piece, you will have to do this because you will really want to close this using the blouse piece, okay? So in this way, you can actually fix the other hands also. So when you are fixing the next hand, make sure that it is going step by step and it comes like this. So it is not overlapping each other in this way. Okay. So this is how we really want the hands to be fixed on both the sides. Now let me show you on what I have done for my other Vigraha so that you can understand. So now as you can see, I have put 4 extra hands for her. Now is the time to fix various different items that she is going to hold in her hands. So in this hand, she will be holding paddy crop, and this is what I have made using the clay. Okay, it's very simple. There are many videos in my YouTube channel where I have shown on how to make items using clay. So just follow the same technique and you should be able to do it. And in this hand she'll be holding sugar cane. Again, this is what I have made using clay. So I'm just going to fix this, and many of you have been asking me on how I fix all of these items. I use glue. So it's a reusable glue that I'm using. It's called stick-on multi-purpose glue. And in this hand she'll be holding gada. So this is the gada that I have made for her. And I'm just going to fix this here. And on this hand she'll be holding lotus. So I've just made this kind of a lotus using chunki and all. I didn't have pink color chunki, so I couldn't make it in pink color. I'm just going to stick it over here. And in this hand she is going to hold banana. So again, this is made out of clay. I'm just going to make it fix over here. And in this hand again she is going to hold lotus. And that is what I'm giving. And that is it. Our Dhanya Lakshmi Alankaram is completed. And see, this is the final look of Dhanya Lakshmi. And I've just added additional Prabhavali over here so that she looks grand. So now let me just add some background decoration, and I'll show you on how I'm going to decorate with the background as well. So this is the final look of Dhanya Lakshmi Alankaram. Now let me just show you on various elements that I have used for Dhanya Lakshmi. So over here I have made some paper sugarcane plants like this. So I have watched one more YouTube video wherein they show very beautifully and very easy method of making this. I'll leave the link for this video in the description box, so you can also check it and make similar sugarcane plants. In case if you also want to keep these kind of sugarcane plants for your Varmahalakshmi festival, then I suggest you make lots and lots of it, because the more you have, the more beautiful it's going to look. And over here I have made some grass in the same way. It's the same technique. So once you watch the video, you will understand. Ideally, these crops were supposed to look like paddy crops, but I couldn't make it exactly like that. And I have the same setup on both the sides. So the paddy crops and sugarcane crops. And over here I have a plastic banana plant, which I took it only for making video, because every time it's not possible to buy the real banana plant, and especially in the area where I stay. And I have put a grass mat over here. To make it look as if Dhanya Lakshmi is sitting in a field. And because Dhanya means grains, so I have kept various grains over here, including the Navadhanya. Okay. In case if you want, you can actually put Navadhanya Rangoli also. But because I wanted to put this grass also, and it was not possible to put Rangoli on top of this grass, that is why I have just kept it in front of her like this. So optionally, if you have space and if you have time, then you can actually put Dhanya Rangoli using this. It look very pretty. And finally, coming to Lakshmi herself, I have made her sit on a lotus. So this lotus stand is available on Amazon. It is available in various colors: green, pink, red, I think it is available in silver also. The reason why I've chosen gold over here and not pink or anything else is because I wanted this to complement whichever sari color I choose. Okay, so there will be an alankaram wherein I'm going to use a pink color sari. So that time the sari will not outstand if the lotus is also pink in color. So I hope you all have liked this video. If so, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get automatic notifications every time I release a new video. Thank you.